Resident Evil Village already has a breakout star for the game and hasn't even been released yet, because of her babushkas. Lady Dimitrescu, the tall vampire lady that featured in early trailers, was so loved by the internet after she was revealed that the memes flew fast and furiously. And there were a lot of memes, you know why, because of the size of, that hat and everything. It's beautiful. But the reaction to the Resident Evil Village villain has been very different compared to other major villains in a long running series. There's one very obvious reason for that. This is a woman who has a certain amount of class, as much as any horror game antagonist can have class. She's not a monster bred to destroy, unlike most other Resident Evil villains. She's not some hulking killer silently stalking the protagonist. Lady Dimitrescu also seemingly got more personality than some of franchise's other tainted villains. That explains why the public is excited for her, but that's just the tip of an iceberg. Usually Resident Evil villains are good at killing. Well, it appears Village is going to venture away from zombies, though they are supposed to make an appearance. It appears Lady Dimitrescu is going to have one big thing in common with other monsters in the franchise. The big bads in the most Resident Evil games are hard to beat. They're in fact terrifying to face off against. Now take into account that they are not usually also 9 feet tall vampires with
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
Now didn't bet you did these?
Even if her exact height wasn't divulged by Capcom, it's clear she towers over many others. Even if she wasn't a vampire, it feels like Lady Dimitrescu would give Mr. X or Nemesis a run for their money for biggest bad in the series. Not only is she taller than either, and definitely a killer, but she's almost certainly got a little bit more going on upstairs. She doesn't appear to be a mindless killing machine. Instead, she seems to be a more methodical killer. That's not to say she won't be a killing machine, and might even outthink Ethan Winters in this installment. But the best is yet to come. It doesn't appear to be a coincidence that Resident Evil fans don't know what to expect from Lady Dimitrescu other than Capcom is keeping most of major story beats under its hat. Yet, she popped up briefly in Resident Evil Village demo. But she wasn't even the main villain in that playable vignette. However, Resident Evil Village decides to handle the gigantic vampire lady recent history makes it seem like she's going to be forced to be reckoned with. The hype surrounding the character can only help her reputation. But of course, there's a decent chance that Lady Dimitrescu could end up being the best villain in the Resident Evil series. I mean, you know why? She's maybe smart and outsmarting Ethan. That's why she looks to be far more intelligent than the other villains. Like, she has, of course, her vampire superpowers and that nails like X-Men or some shit. But of course, I think she's gonna be one of the most memorable and the most gruesome villains in Resident Evil series. So tell me in the comments down below, what do you think awaits us with the most famous Lady Dimitrescu and her chug jugs? And of course, leave a like to this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you little potatoes in the next video. Bye bye everyone.